Okay, Nerdy Nog Dogs, here is Chapter 6, Video 2. Maddie made 30 friendship bracelets. That's right, Maddie's been a busy girl. 2/6 of the bracelets have stripes. How many do not have stripes? So this is our classic word problem focusing on multiplication, right? We know she made a total of 30 bracelets. 2/6 of the 30 have stripes. So 2/6 of the 30 total have stripes. You guys know, what does the word of mean when we're looking at a fractional amount of a total? We're talking about multiplication. 2/6 of 30. Now, can I multiply my fraction times a whole number? There are ways to do that, but in most cases, mathematically, what we want to do is be working with two fractions. We know if we put that 30 over a 1, we have now turned this into a fractional unit. Does not change the value. 30 over 1 is still 30 because 30 divided by 1 equals 30. Okay, so because these are such big numbers, we want to see if we can cross cancel. We know our rules for multiplying fractions is numerator times numerator over denominator times denominator. In this case, we have a really large number here. We want to see if we can cross cancel. First, let's look at the 2 and the 1. We know we can't use 1 for cross-canceling, so we're going to leave that alone. However, when we look at the 6 and the 30 to cross-cancel, it means we can only work diagonally. I know that 6 is a factor of making 30. I know that 6 times 5 equals 30. I know that if I did my skip counting and did multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, I would get to 30 at the 5th skip. Therefore, I know they have that relationship. I can use them and cross cancel and factor out. I usually go to the lower number and see if it factors into the larger number. In this case, it does. So then I can use the 6 as my factor. And I can say 30 divided by 6 will give me 5. 6 divided by 6 gives me 1. So I have to factor out both numbers by the same number. In this case, we were able to use a lower number, which is 6. Then I can rewrite my fraction, and I've got 2 over 1, right? Because I crossed out that 6, times 5 over 1. My rules for multiplying fractions: I do not need a common denominator. I just multiply across. 2 times 5 equals 10. 1 times 1 equals 1. 10 over 1 is the same thing as 10 the whole number, right? Because 10 divided by 1 equals 10. Now, we didn't quite answer the question yet. It says, how many do not have stripes? So if we were doing 2/6 of the 30 total that did have stripes, then we know that, now we know that 6/6 would be equal to 1, or the whole amount, which in this case is 30. So we could figure that 4/6 would have stripes. So there's two different ways we could continue and solve for this, right? We know that this is the answer to 2/6. We could say that 30, the total, minus the 10 that represents the 2/6 of the total, would give us 20 left over. That would be how many bracelets do not have stripes. Another way we could think of it is, if 2/6 equals 10 bracelets, then we could think that there's 4/6 left, so double the 10 bracelets, right? 10 plus 10 gives me 20 bracelets. So however you think about it, however it works for you, there we go. Another question out of the way.